As promised, we are on the road. Got about a half-hour drive, not too bad. Wisconsin Rapids area to pick up what used to be an Eve car. I've only seen one picture of this car, so I don't really know condition much. I know the price is decent, so that's all that really matters. If it's in good shape, obviously it'll be a backup Spring X car. If it's in shitty shape, then whatever, we'll find something to do with it. I will say it is not it's not even a make, let alone a model of vehicle that we've ever shown on One Goose Garage. So think on that for a little bit if you'd like, but we're gonna keep on driving and go get this thing picked up. Well, boys and girls, I will be the first to admit, you know, every once in a while, I may make a mistake. Well, here's my mistake of the day. This is the one we went to get. Early 90s Camry. All the rage, you know, that's what everybody wants. But, whew. This thing will certainly, definitely, 100% not be a backup Spring X car. I don't know if this thing will ever even see the track. This might just go right to Weller's, I'm not sure. This thing is roached. I've seen some rough cars, but you can see they did a little bit of patchwork just trying to keep the floor somewhat together so the driver wouldn't end up on the ground. Just rotted everywhere. This thing's been run hard, which is great. I mean, obviously that's what we like to see. But I probably should have asked for a couple more pictures before I went to get this thing. And on top of that, we couldn't get a key to go in the ignition when we actually went to pick it up. So I don't know if I'm going to even be able to get this thing to try to start, because that doesn't really work without a key. Granted, the keys on these things, it doesn't look like a chipped key, but I'm not sure. So I'll have to do a little bit more research, or maybe some of you guys know and can comment on that. It's a V6, early 90s, and I wanted to run it. I kind of still do want to run it, but I just don't know if I'm going to be able to get the thing started. Strangely, the actual the subframe, obviously the part that we would normally care about, isn't in too bad a shape. Well, you can see that down there, but you come across the front. Let's step down here. I mean, it's, for God's sakes, I've certainly seen worse on most of the W bodies we run. I know V6 isn't the preferred version, but I knew that going to get this car, and I was going to be okay if I had to take a V6 Camry as my backup plan down to Spring Explosion, but this thing just won't be it. I'm hoping we can get it started, so it can still be a gut-and-go car somewhere. I mean, I'd still go drive it. I'd drive it forward and hope that I don't end up... I mean, they've got some extra bracing and some extra bracing. You can see that trying to hold this thing up. It does have a post-to-post in it, which is kind of cool. Certainly a little higher than we would normally run in the Derby world, but it's better than nothing. A big hole in the roof. I don't know, guys. I was hoping this would be something that you could be excited about and we'd work on building and all that stuff, but I can't get the ignition to move. Put the key in it and it won't turn don't know if I can show you on camera. He actually gave me 3 keys. Decent guy. I mean, I don't have any issues with, I mean, it's not his fault because it was kind of one person to another person to another person. I was just looking for a Camry, and I got a Camry. So, let's see. Can you guys see that? Okay, so you put the key in the ignition. Well, now it won't even go in the ignition. Oh. I don't know. You could get it all the way up, and it would actually unlock the steering wheel, but the ignition itself won't turn. So I wouldn't see being able to try to start this thing because you can't turn the ignition. I wouldn't think that it needs to have battery power just to turn the ignition over. But it doesn't move at all. So I don't know. We'll putz with it a little bit, see if we can get it running. If it does run, I will find a local gut and go show. Go drive forward, have a blast. You guys know how I like to drive. I'll just put her to the floor going forwards and see how much we can rip up the front of a V6 Camry. But first, we got to see if we can even get the key to turn in the ignition. Sorry, guys. Not quite what I was hoping for. But, I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to shopping. Maybe I'll try and find another backup car to have just in case. I would like to build something to have sitting here in case I can't get back to the rest of the vehicles on the property to build one. A small part of me is saying, what the hell, maybe I'll just grab the Merc wagon because it's just right around the corner, right by where that Durango is. I could probably get it out of there, but I don't know. Just don't know. If anybody's got any input on the ignition thing, is that key chipped? I would assume not. Can I just break the ignition and try to make it turn over? I don't know. I'll go on WeCrash and Demo Derby database and see what kind of info I can get, and we'll go from there. Appreciate you guys following along as always. Get Ghost.